Also, it works really well, especially for action figures. These are breast milk bags. You can get these at places like Target or Walmart. Hey everybody, today's video brings us to my family room for something a little bit different. Something about a week or so ago you guys said you wanted to take a look at, and that is my new convention setup. As you guys know, throughout the year, I do get invited out to conventions as a guest, and when I'm there, I set up retro store merchandise to make some money. So this here is my new setup. I decided to do things a little bit differently. For those of you who have been watching my videos for some time now, or maybe follow me on Instagram, you've seen video and you've seen pictures of how I used to set up my display. And that was basically on this table, and then everything was just built up on top of it. It was a huge, big, towering behemoth of, merchandise. I decided to do things a little bit differently. So, when I'm standing behind the table here, I can actually see guests and fans and customers and whatnot. And I'm not looking through a little slot that I basically had right here. It was kind of weird. This way, I have merchandise on the side. People could come up and do their shopping, and then I can help them out, again, behind the shelf or behind the table where I'd be standing. So this way makes a whole heck of a lot more sense. It actually gives me some more room as well, and I'm really, really digging the new way I have this set up. The only issue is my Cinema Sickness banner that used to hang in front of the table can no longer hang there because I basically kind of shorten my table space. As you can see, the table goes back that way a little bit. I can no longer hang my banner that used to stretch all the way across my table in that area anymore. So I do still have the banner, of course, and I can use it behind me, which will actually be good because at some conventions, they do give me space to hang a banner up behind me. And I used to always hang it up, but you couldn't see it, again, because I just had stuff all around. It was insane. Now I can actually hang it up behind me. You'll be able to see it. And I did order a new banner the other day that will hang right here. It's a smaller, thinner banner. It's not here yet. It might not actually be here until Monday. So perhaps this weekend at the convention, I will not be able to use it. But no big deal. I have like 10 other conventions coming up this year that I'll be able to use it at. So, again, this is my new setup. One thing I did have to do is I actually lessened the amount of movies that I actually sell now. I used to have 4 of these little trays here. I used to have 4 of these all along the table. Now I only have 3 of them. And the reason for that is because toys and collectibles and figures and all kinds of stuff like that sell really, really well at conventions. These are big sellers. Movies do sell as well, but honestly, they sell better on my online store than they do at conventions. So I definitely want to bring some of my better stuff with me, but I don't need to bring so much with me. I don't need to have 4 of these like trays full of movies. I just really don't need that. I'd rather bring more toys and collectibles and stuff like that I know will 100% definitely be big sellers. These I actually made. I thought this was a good idea. I can always keep my movies in here, and I do this. Throughout the year, I always just keep these out, and that way, when I get movies, I can switch stuff out. I'd be like, okay, Tim and Eric's $1 billion movie. That's what I want to bring with me. But maybe I, Tanya, and not so much. So I could switch them out or something like that and try to have my best stuff available. As you can see, I just sold a couple things. I got to do some restocking. And these can go right in the car. I can just stack them right on top of one another. And I'm always ready to go. I always know what movies I'm going to be bringing with me. That's why I started to do things this way and why I built these trays. I got some little handles on them so you can lift them up nice and easily. They're a little heavy, but it works. So, yeah, so that's my movies. Again, I lessened the amount I'm bringing with me, but still bringing plenty. Lots of Blu-rays here. In fact, some I need to relist. So Blu-rays, DVDs, and just a little bit of VHS. Not a ton. I don't bring a lot of VHS with me. Unless I'm at like a VHS convention, or maybe a horror convention, or somewhere where I know VHS might sell a little bit better. I'll bring some more, but for the most part, I just kind of bring my quote-unquote best stuff I have in the store. Although I do have some other really cool titles that I can't bring everything. That is the one major like hurdle when it comes to packing up for a convention. You got to remind yourself you cannot bring everything. You're gonna want to, and believe me, I want to bring everything and sell everything, but I can't. I have to just be really selective and pick what fits. I do have a few more VHS up here. I have some clamshells and some things like this Sebastian's Party Crawl, which is a VHS. I also have a cassette that goes with it, so I have them together. Like Power Rangers in 3D, which actually has the glasses. And then this Barbie Sensations Rockin' Back to Earth. This is actually kind of rare and goes for a bit more than what I have it listed at. So yeah, I have those in bags to protect them a little bit. So that's about it for the media. But then so much in the way of toys and collectibles. And I have them on these wire racks here. They're just square wire racks. You can kind of see they're just, I don't know how big they are, but just square racks. They hook together with these old like holders here. And you can build these up however you want. Like I said, I used to have them built up like really like taller than this ceiling. They wouldn't be able to be in here. These are low ceilings in this room. But yeah, they used to go way up and over. And again, you can kind of build them however you want. If you have been to conventions, I'm sure you're completely familiar with these. Most vendors use these. You'll see these all over the place at conventions, and it's great because they break down and they fit inside this box here. I mean, this box fits this whole entire rack display. I mean, that's pretty amazing, and obviously, when you only have so much room in your car to bring stuff, being able to break everything down and put it into just this one box here is really, really nice. So I like these rack displays. They work quite well. And again, I can build them however I want. So as you can see, I have kind of some wide open ones here, and then some more smaller square ones there to hold some stuff. And of course, across the top, you can put all kinds of goodies up there. This will not be facing down, but again, due to my low ceilings, right now, I cannot have that up. It's just a Flynn Rider. I can't really show you. It's a Flynn Rider doll. There we go. Upside down. Sorry, Flynn. Pretty awesome, though. But, yep. And then it doesn't want to go back in, so we'll deal with that later. Lots of pops. I always bring my pops with me because they, of course, sell. And Dorbs. Hats. Lots more Dorbs and fun things like a Reptar on Ice kitchen timer and a Chucky planter, which is really weird because I don't know what you'd plant in this because how many orange plants are there? I don't know. His hair look funny. This is cool. Some anime lunch boxes. Then I did this too. I bought some of these little bins, and I did it so you can just kind of slide these out. It's all my like carded action figures. I wasn't quite sure how to display these at first because you only have so much room. And you want people to be able to see them, and it gets kind of difficult. So this way they can be upright. It fills a whole lot more room. And if anybody wants to see what's inside here, you just slide them out, and you can take a look at all the different action figures and whatnot that I have on cards. Bringing lots of plush, because plush are definitely good sellers. People do like buying plush at conventions. Some collectible glasses and mugs and whatnot. Whole tray here full of $3 buttons. A lot of like movie buttons. Some like Choco Cat. What is this? Animal Crossing. Broadcast news. Vintage. Yes, this is actually a vintage Aladdin button. That's really cool. Box here full of DC superhero comic cards. Some Disney stuff in here, like some vinyl banks and some old puzzles. BB-8 bank as well. Mickey. This is an Aladdin wishing lamp. Lots of Hello Kitty stuff. Yes, I do have like a whole Hello Kitty section now, which is pretty awesome. And some My Little Pony. Some more Hello Kitty there. Some more Hello Kitty there. Again, some more plush hanging as well. My original Freddy's Dead vintage 3D glasses from the movie. So that's all that. Down here I have board games. Again, something good to bring along with you. Board games, puzzles, things like that sell. In fact, I just sold a couple of these. I actually just had to restock this section right here because some people bought some stuff the other day. And then down here I got some more of these bins for books. And R.L. Stine books and horror books, always a good thing to bring to the convention as well because these do sell. Actually, this will be like that. There you go, at the convention. So yeah, horror books, always good. I try to bring these with me because these do tend to sell. People still love Goosebumps. They still love Christopher Pike. They still love good vintage horror books. So definitely something I always want to bring. And then something new I'm doing is underneath the table. I'm taking advantage of that space. And I have all my loose toys down here. These I used to, as you can see, I think they're all, yeah, most of these have these little, like, hooks on them. I used to hang these all. I used to peg them all. And, I mean, there's just so many loose toys in here. It's insane. And, actually pegging all of these took forever at conventions. It would take me like an hour to just set up the figures alone and peg them all. So now I have them all in a bin. People can just come down here and start rooting through and figuring out what it is they want to buy. Same thing with my video games. This is something new I'm doing. Put all my video game stuff in a tub as well because I don't have a lot of video game stuff, just a few. So some games, some Game Boy cases. I have these like sets, some Infinity characters, vintage. This is called vintage Game Boy, like fanny pack. I have two of those for some reason, and a Nintendo DS holder. Again, some loose like Atari games and Game Boy games, all kinds of stuff like that. So yeah, doing a video game bin as well. So video games, loose toys. Again, taking advantage of the space I have below the table so people can see stuff down there. And then I have an end cap. Look at this. This is where I do have some pegged items. Mostly my loose pops. So it's got some Star Wars ones and some Nightmare Before Christmas, all kinds of like loose pops like that I have in bags. Also a few more like collectible things up here. And then I got some nano figs and some random like games down there. So again, just some stuff I can peg. I like having this little end cap area where I can put some pegged stuff. And that's pretty much about it. I did still have like a little bit of extra cube left over. I had like enough to make one cube, so I used it on the end here to house some Disney Tsum Tsums. And of course my business cards. These are a must. And I love this, like, well, it's actually not a business card holder. Apparently I found out what this was. This used to actually hold coasters. And for some reason it like perfectly fits business cards. So I use this Mickey Mouse coaster holder for a business card holder. And then again, Disney Tsum Tsums back there. So just another way to display some things. These Batman posters I have, like they're like wooden, like thick wooden hard posters. Just put them back there. They stand up if I, slide them maybe behind the movies. So they're on display. And again, guys, I think that is about it for my convention setup, my new convention setup, which I just feel makes so much more sense being set up this way. It looks a lot nicer. It gives me more room. And again, standing behind the table there, I can actually see people now. So that's nice. I won't have to look through again a little slot anymore, and I won't be surrounded by merchandise, which is much, much, much more convenient. So I'm very much looking forward to the next few conventions where I can set this display up. It's going to look awesome. If you guys want to know where I got these metal racks, I just got them off of Amazon. They were pretty cheap. I don't think I paid very much for them, and so far they've been holding up. I think they make even higher quality ones if you want to spend a little bit more money, but for what I'm using them for, they work quite well. I don't put anything too heavy on them. These pegs, I got these off of Amazon too. Got a lot of those, a whole tub full of them. I always keep a tub full of things I need to bring with me. Like, actually, here you go. A lot of the these are actually mailing bags. You can get these from like mailing surplus websites or stores. These are bags you would use to put like documents in, like shipping labels or customs forms, and they work really well for bagging up toys and whatnot. But also, it works really well, especially for action figures. These are breast milk bags. You can get these at places like Target or Walmart. Yeah, you can see they have measurements on them and whatnot. These are literally bags used for storing breast milk. I got this idea from my wife, actually, because she had a whole bunch of these bags left over from years ago, back when she was actually using these when Sean was much younger. She had a whole bunch of these. She was going to throw them out, but I looked at them and went, wait a minute, hold on, don't chuck those. I think I can put toys in them. And sure enough, yeah, action figures, I mean, because they're tall enough, and little toys fit perfectly in here, and you can write your price right on top of them. So these work really well. I highly recommend breast milk bags for storing action figures and whatnot. They're just the perfect size bags. They're pretty amazing. I got extra business cards. I have my PayPal card reader, notebook where I keep track of everything I'm selling. More of these plastic like peg holders, or what do you want to call these things. I got those off of Amazon as well. So yeah, a whole bunch of extra stuff in there. Pens, markers, all kinds of things I would need for the convention. Some of these S hooks too, because I need some of those from time to time. And then these are the bins where I put everything. Everything I have gets stored into those bins there. Sorry, lighting is horrible. I know. There we go, focusing. So everything gets stored into these bins. And yes, believe it or not, I can pretty much fit everything here inside these bins. It does actually work, believe it or not. And then of course, the bins down here. So all this stuff fits in my car. It's a big game of Tetris, but it does actually all fit. I assure you, I can get all this in my car. I'll take a picture of it tomorrow for you guys on Friday, because Friday night I will be packing all this up, shoving it in my car so I can have it nice and ready for Saturday and Sunday at the convention. So that's pretty much everything, guys. Again, all this does fit in my car. It all makes its way to the conventions. And again, I'm very excited to have this all set up and ready to go at my next convention. So if you guys have any more questions, by all means, leave some comments down below. I can't really think of anything else. I want to tell you guys, again, the racks and the pegs I bought off of Amazon. Most of the bins and whatnot I got from Target. They're nice and cheap there. And again, these I hand built. As you can see below, there's like even wood on the bottom, so everything doesn't fall out, obviously. So I can't really tell you much about these except for tape measure and a power saw. That's about it. They were actually really easy to build, and then some screws. That's it. I mean, it didn't really take much to build those. Just some measuring, and that was it. So again, guys, if you have any more questions at all about this display and this setup and how I do it and whatnot, I don't know what more information you could possibly want, but if there is more information that you want, I will be more than happy to answer it for you. As of right now, this is my current display, and the way I plan on throughout the year doing my display, I don't see why I would change this up. I mean, I've said that before, but again, my main thing is I can stand behind the table now and see customers and guests and greet people. I don't have to look through a little slot, so I think this is the way to go, and it gives me more room as well. I can put so much more stuff out, especially with this like end cap. I got so much more room to display merchandise, which is the big thing. You want to be able to display merchandise. You want to be able to bring as much with you as you can. Like I said, that's the dilemma of conventions, is you want to bring as much stuff as you can, but you have to realize you cannot bring everything. So the more room you can make to display stuff, obviously, the better. In fact, I could fit a third bin down here if I put these sideways. As you can see, I also have video games written on the side. So if I really want, I could put these sideways like this and actually fit another bin. Maybe at some point I'll do that if I can think of something else to fill the bin with, but for right now, just two. Plus, I gotta make sure all this fits in my car to begin with. It all fit in these bins, which means it should fit in my car, so we'll see though. But anyway, guys, again, that's it. I know I'm rambling now, but you guys wanted to see this. I hope you liked this video. I do have a bunch of conventions coming up. If you head over to cinemasickness.com and click on the events page, there's an events tab actually. Hit that tab and it'll show you all the conventions I have coming up. I do have a bunch this year. I got 2 coming up just this month alone. I have one this weekend. That's Itzicon. And then that's in Allentown, Pennsylvania. And then Galacticon is in Delaware. I believe Middletown, Delaware. On the 30th, I think it's it's the following Saturday. So again, dates and websites and all that information can be found again at cinemasickness.com. Click the events tab, and it'll always be up to date with all conventions and whatnot that you can find me at. So yes, I'm excited for this new setup. I cannot wait to break this all down and then put it all back together and then break it all down again when the convention's over. It's a lot of fun. Yeah. Anyway, so all right, guys, again, that is it. So like I said, if you have any more questions, by all means, leave some comments. So again, guys, that is it. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. Be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Also check down below for links to Patreon, Patreon, Spreadshirt, and the Cinema Sickness Retro Store, where you can find all kinds of awesome media like movies, DVDs, Blu-rays, VHS, video games, books, toys, collectibles, all kinds of fun stuff like you're seeing in this video. So again, guys, check down below for those links. So again, that's it. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. And I will see you guys tomorrow. And hopefully I'll see you guys at some conventions. I love meeting you guys there. So see you there. All right. Bye. Since we are in the family room, another thing you guys ask to see quite often are my dogs. I do actually have 2 chihuahuas, and for some reason you guys ask to see them all the time. So, I mean, they're right here. Let's take a look at them. First we have Pugsley. Hey, Pugs. Hi. Hey, bud. Oh, you being camera shy? You don't know what to do? He's not used to this whole camera in the face thing. Hey, bud. Hi. So yeah, this is Pugsley. Ooh, you're all wet. You were outside, weren't you? It's raining out. Oh, you want your belly rubbed? There you go, buddy. How's that? Yeah, so this is Pugsley. He was our first chihuahua, our first little guy. He's a cutie, obviously named after Pugsley from the Addams Family. And then we have another dog who's hiding on us right here. This is Indiana. You want to come out, Indy? Can we show you off? I know you're all comfy because you're probably all wet too. Yeah, you are. Hi, Indy. So this is Indiana, and for those of you who haven't already guessed, yeah, we named the dog Indiana. He's named after Indiana Jones, basically the dog. Indiana Jones's dog actually is who he's named after. He was our second chihuahua. So yeah, hi, bud. This is the good one. This is the one who loves people and kids, and when you come over, he'll lick you and want to be pet and held, and he's just the friendliest dog in the world. There you go, buddy. Sorry about that. Go back in your hiding spot. And this one here is the jerk. He's the one who eventually will warm up to you and be your best friend. But until that happens, he's going to bark his head off and not be very happy with you. Right? Right, buddy? Yeah, just ask Joe. When Joe used to come over here, oh my gosh, he used to bark his head off. Now they're best buds, right? Every time Joe comes over, you want to be pet, right? All right, guys. So again, that's my dogs. There you go. You guys can see them. Look at that. Oh, I'll help you out. There you go. Indy loves a burrow. So, all right, guys. Again, that's my dogs and my convention setup. See you guys tomorrow. I don't know. All right. Weird video. Bye.